Can we talk about Britney Spears for a few seconds? Like, she was like the definition of glamour. She was like the best, most incredible pop icon. She was an inspiration. She was like the first pop star to adopt like the whole bimbo vibe. You know what I mean? Like, blonde, young, naive, but yet sings about topics and ideas that are not naive at all. You know what I mean? She was so relatable, like every teenager girl could relate to her. And the cool thing is, mature women also could relate to her. Like she was so fun. It was so fun to sing to her music and to her songs. She was very, very catchy and fun. She was also very empowering because she was talking about womanhood and being a teenage girl in a very empowering way, in a way where you don't have to shy away from your womanhood. You know what I mean? She talked about falling in love, but also being strong for yourself. But she also sang about, being naughty, which is cool, like being a little mischievous, but not like in a hypersexual way, even though it did have like a sexual innuendo, but like it wasn't like as obvious as like, today's music videos that she made, like Toxic or whatever. Like it's a lot more suggestive. So she had did this like innocent flair about her, and she was just so um cool, this innocent charm just looked so good on her, like the good girl who sings about, our wildest dreams, or like feelings that we are too scared to share, or thoughts that we don't tell everybody. She felt Britney Spears, like early days, felt like songs written about our journals, our diaries, like things that we keep for ourselves, things that we things that we think about that nobody knows, like all the teenage or just feminine or womanly people. Womanly can also be guys, guys who are um naturally inclined to the womanly world, like beauty and makeup and perfumes and doll collecting and the color pink and stuff like that. Britney just made like being womanly look so good. Britney just made um you know Britney just made she just made womanhood look like the coolest thing ever. Like dressing up in womanly ways is the coolest, or expressing your femininity is the coolest, or having feelings, for a boy is the coolest, or being naughty sometimes. It's the coolest, sometimes being a bad girl too is the coolest. Like she made innocence look cool, right? Like if you're innocent and you're a teenager, that's cool too. Or if you're a woman and you're innocent and you didn't yet, explore your wild side, but you're constantly dreaming of like exploring your wild side with your wild side. That's also really cool. Like she just made the whole experience of womanhood and becoming a woman just looks so cool and inviting, and like being innocent is okay, being innocent is celebrated. And she also made innocence look like a very attractive thing, instead of something to be ashamed of. She took on this whole vibe of like being a virgin, but like she did it in a way that is very mass appealing, and all of a sudden like you being a virgin or you being innocent is like something that is very attractive, and something that makes you feel very confident, because Britney Spears makes it sound like that, looks like that. She's such an icon. And her performances, like, oh my gosh, her performances were legendary. Like every time she popped up on MTV, on in interviews, or when she went on stage, it was a whole production, like amazing dance moves. And she really put it an effort to sing her best, and like she actually sang. She didn't use like autotune, like heavily autotune like she does these days. She actually performed for you. She actually sang for you. You felt special. You felt special when you went to see her show. You felt chosen, selected. You felt like, you know what I mean? And she was singing so well. Like she was actually singing so well on stage. You were like surprised. You were like, oh my gosh, like she moves so much. She dances so much. She wears the coolest outfits, the highest quality production, and yet she manages to sing live, and she insisted on singing live many times. And it was just a moment. You felt like you were tapping into her. Like she wasn't just a person, she was like a star. You were tapping into her star energy. That she felt so relatable. I remember in one performance she was like singing a song, and she was sitting on like this little swing, and she was raised high up, and she wore like white clean clothes, like a pure angel. That's the thing with her. She celebrated both her purity and her being like a mischievous, you know what I mean? She celebrated all aspects of being a woman, and that's why she was so alluring and attractive and interesting and fascinating and relatable. She turned womanhood into a dream. It was everything. It was everything. Growing up on Britney, when she started her career, was such a privilege to me. Like honestly, when I think about it. So as she was sitting on this swing, and they like raised her up, like seriously up, this tiny swing. And she was wearing like this long white gown that I probably can't find photos of, but like yeah, and she just looked so pure and angelic, and she had her hair done, and her face like looking so sweet and lively and young, and she was singing, everything was quiet, and the entire stage is on her, and everybody are staring at her. Like she was such an icon, and it's a shame. It's a shame that like her family screwed it up for her and didn't allow her to celebrate her achievements, and they taken all her money away from her. It's very sad, but like I feel like she found herself as well by the struggles. She realized that she is a star and she doesn't need anybody, and she's much more independent these days. And of course, thank God for all the fans who stuck by her and insisted that she gets her rights. Yeah. But yeah, she's timeless. She's an icon, and like really growing up with her and like Christina Aguilera back then. Oh my gosh! Like when they started their career, they were so sweet together. Like Britney and like Aguilera, and you loved the competition. Like it was so cool to see like two blonde chicks, fighting for the number one spot, and Britney like always taking the win, always like outperforming Christina and being more likable than Christina. I love that. I love that. I love seeing Britney like chosen by the people again and again. It felt like a president being chosen or something. Like it was just, yes, Britney is at the top again. Britney is at the top again, and the princess of pop, and everybody going crazy about her. So yeah, I guess this will be my part number one, and I'm gonna talk about the Britney before she became a train wreck. You know what I mean? But even though she became a train wreck, and a hot mess, which I believe I personally believe that she will recover from it and come out on top, and she will come out stronger, just like her song "Stronger," because now I'm stronger. Yeah, she will come out as the queen that she always is. Um, but yeah, this will be number one, her glory days before she became a train wreck or a hot mess, which she will definitely get over. And that's it. So thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me, and have a good day.